again, YouTubers. So this is my Face of the Month video for, let's see here, what I've been wearing since around March 15th until now, April 15th. This is the last video I am taping. Now, I've already pre-taped a lot of reviews to kind of get me through the move, but this is the last actual like Face of the Month or haul video you're gonna see with this background. So my vanity is being picked up tomorrow. Sad to see it go, but excited for the move and all of that stuff that's coming up next week. And just kind of enjoying, I've been using pretty much the same stuff because I packed up 90% of my vanity. So I only kept out things that I was gonna just could easily use or change up easily. So that's pretty much been it. I am at a little bit, I'm right around 8.5 months now. I feel like around 7.5, I blew up like a balloon. I feel like I got huge. I will show you guys that now. I hope you guys enjoy this Face of the Month, and let me show you the belly real quick. I feel like I'm like huge now for, you can't really, I don't know. It's hard to see, but that's it. That's my belly, that's him. He's there, he's kicking a lot. And I'm excited. I only have, what, 7 weeks left, I think it is. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions, and here we go. All right, so here we go. First thing I have been doing is using my Garnier little roller ball thing. Use it under my eyes because I don't feel like I need as much anymore. Just because, since I've mentioned this before, since I've been using the eyelash extensions or having the eyelash extensions, I haven't felt like I needed as much coverage under my eyes for some reason. I don't know if it's because it lifts my eyes up or what it is, but put that on. Next thing I go for, sorry, forgot to put that on my lap. Next thing I go for is my little trusty mirror. And I have been using one of a couple of foundations this month because if you can see, I've been doing self-tanner, so my neck has a little bit more color than my face. It's not drastic, but Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua. They say the best way to put this on, I'm at the end of this one, is with your fingers. I find that a brush works fine. I think it just depends on how you use it. I use the Coastal Scents, that 518 brush. This thing, I love it. I still love it. They didn't have it for a while, and like people were asking me about it, and now it seems to be back. So I really don't know what happened to it or if it's changed or anything, but, or maybe they just sold out because it was like, for a while there, like the hot ticket item, so to speak. And I love it. The reason I have not been putting self-tanner on my face is because I've been getting these like kind of, they're not like horrible brown spots, and I just covered over one, but to me they're a little bit noticeable, and I think it's from the pregnancy, but I just don't want to aggravate. The one time I did self-tanner, it seemed to make them a little bit darker, and I don't want to aggravate them. There's like hardly anything left in this. I'm gonna have to buy another one of that because I really do like this foundation. I think it's gonna be awesome for summer too. But with this brush, it's so easy because you just kind of like stipple it on, and then you can kind of swirl with it too. It just gives you such a nice finish. Always get your ears and stuff like that, especially if you're not putting tanner in those areas. Bring it down your neck just to make sure, into your hairline, things like that. So that's it. Wiped off the mirror. Let's see here. Next thing I have been doing, oops, and I've been doing this for a while now. I feel like I have a piece of hair caught. Is my Laura Mercier, the 2 colors I've been mixing, Real Sand and Classic Beige. Love these. And I think I finally figured out part of what, I love the finish I get from this right now. It just gives me such a beautiful glow without it being like shimmery. And it just, it's such a great, great healthy look for some reason. I do have to mix 2 colors right now, and I use my Real Techniques buffing brush. This is the best brush for mineral foundation for me because a kabuki has too much area. Like this is so precise and you can just work it in. and it has enough movement to it, and it's super soft. It just, something about it is just great. I really, really like it. So the reason, oh, what I was saying is part of the reason why I have been loving this foundation, I think, is because part of it is the fact that these items do not like have a yellow undertone or a pink undertone. They are just truly very neutral undertoned, which that's kind of hard to find anymore because most of them have one way or another, beige undertones, yellow undertones, whatever the undertone is, they always have something. And these, I'm finding every color I've tried is just a really great neutral undertone. Like, it can work with anything. And me putting the light foundation on first, I find that that works as a primer, and it also works as, now I can't even think, goodness. It also works to help adhere, the primer part to adhere the powder foundation, but it also works to help like tone everything down before applying this. I do use this foundation too, by the way, on its own. Like on the weekends, or if I'm not going to work, or I'm not going to be seeing a lot of people or something like that. But the neutral undertones are just awesome. And there's hardly any, there's nothing really in the cap. I just swirl it because like this is build up on there, but I just kind of make sure I have everything covered the way I want it to. I think these are great. And somebody told me that there's another color in between these that might work better for me instead of mixing them. So I'm going to see about picking that up too. I just really like the finish I get from that. I have been using the Clae Depot concealer stick. Oh, I don't know what color I have it in. Beige. There we go. And I just kind of put a little V on under my eyes. And this is my last video with, like, no, let me rephrase that. This is my last Face of the Month video at this vanity, which kind of sucks. I'm kind of, not sucks, but I'm kind of like bummed because I've been using it for so many years now. But the good side of that is that I have a new one that I'm going to be using soon. I did tape, this is being picked, this vanity is picked up tomorrow. I take the real sand and put just a little bit in the cap, and I use a Sigma Tapered Blending E40. And I just use, it's the lighter of the two colors. And I just use that under my eyes to set that concealer a little bit. But as I was saying, this vanity is being picked up tomorrow. And I'm excited that a subscriber is coming to get it. So that'll be nice. But I taped a bunch of reviews. If there's anything left over in this, I just kind of tap it back into the other side. I taped a bunch of reviews beforehand to get me through kind of moving and all these different things. So you guys will still have something to watch. So you'll still see this background probably until May. And then past that, you'll see as I get the new setup. Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, Sephora 55 brush. I've been liking this just to give me that extra bit of color, but I don't personally like this for the mineral foundation because that's what I bought it for. Everyone told me it was going to be amazing for that. I prefer the Real Techniques brush, and I like this one more for, because it gives like a light contour, but it still buffs in that little bit of extra color. And it just feels great. It's just such a nice brush. And you can see this side looks a little darker than this side, but it might be the lighting. I think it is, because this window is open on this side now. Buff it in just to be sure. So then I have been using NARS Orgasm as my blush. I also packed a lot of my stuff away because the vanity is being picked up. So I've been using the same things pretty much every day. Real Techniques brush, multitask brush. I just get a little bit on this brush. Started my apples and worked my way out. And if I feel like I need it, my Laura Mercier Rose Illuminator. Use that same brush, just rub it along the edge, and then some days I feel like doing this, some days I don't. It just depends on what my skin looks like that day. Whoops, put that away. Eyes. I have been using my Laura Mercier Eye Base in Wheat. Tap a little bit on both sides. Kind of just blend it in. If you get a little bit extra, you kind of spread it over both sides. Sometimes I feel like I get a bunch on one side and not as much on the other. I love that stuff. That stuff is great. I keep putting it. Perfection Gel. I have this in the color Caramel. I have not been drawing my brows in like I was last month as much. I've just been using this. I go back and forth on that, on what I feel like. A lot of times it depends on when the last time was I had my like brows done. Just get a good bit. This just has a nice pigmentation to it. It stays well. It helps keep the hairs down. I just really, really like this a lot. Where did it go? There it is. I have been using this little Lancome Color Design Palette in, what was this called? I think it was called Bronze Amour. I'm not 100% positive on that. This is what it looks like. Those colors don't look near as vibrant as they actually are in person. I've been taking the lightest color at the top here with a Sigma E55. I also don't have all my brushes out. I only have a select few out that I kept up because I've packed so much stuff away. I start with this up on the brow bone and bring it down into the inner corner here. Same thing on the other side. Then I go into the more copper color right here. Get a little bit on the brush. Tap that one off because that one has some fallout. And I bring it on the outer like 3/4, not all the way into the center. Just a nice coppery color. Then I have been taking, where is it? Oh, that one. Sigma Small Tapered Blending E45. And I go into the brown color right there in the middle. Get a good amount on. And then I'm just kind of doing the outer V kind of and up into the crease. So I'm bringing the brown into it a little bit more. I love the brown that's in this palette. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous color. It's one of those browns that's just a nice warm undertone brown, but it's so easy to work with. I just kind of keep playing with it until I feel like it looks the way I want it to. And I bring it up further as I blend too. Then I go back to that E55 flat one and I go into this gold. This gold is like crazy, crazy, crazy glitter. So you have to be super careful. I just put a little bit of that on that more inner portion there. Like probably the inner half, if you can see the difference there. Same thing on the other side. But not all the way into the inner corner. That's those colors. Then I have been back and forth using liner and not using liner because of the lashes this month. I'm going to put a little bit on just to show you guys. This is the L'Oreal Liner Intense in Carbon Black. I haven't been doing a huge amount of liner. Oh, got a lash that's turned. There we go. Just every once in a while I've been adding just a little bit. Just to give myself that little bit of extra dimension there. Don't go all the way in, and I don't like wing it or anything like that. I just kind of, it just gives a little bit of extra boost. Lip liner, my MAC Whirl. I use this all the time. Probably my all-time favorite lip liner. Ow, I hit my elbow on that. No, what am I using? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Sorry. MAC Hot Gossip. Keep putting things away. And I've been using this old, it's been not old, but meaning these used to be big a while ago. Milani lip mixers in Lip Party 706. It's a pink one. They smell so good. And that's pretty much it. That is my face of the month. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions on anything you saw here. And the wall's gonna be gone soon. Sorry, I know people love it and hate it, but I'm just kind of excited to get a whole new setup going and see how I end up setting up my whole new set, basically. Like my whole set of my vanity and like all the stuff I have and lighting and just all of that. I'm kind of really just, I love organizing. Kristen Gem, I always forget how to say her last name, and I were talking about this, that we both love to like organize stuff. So I'm more excited about getting unpacked and organizing stuff than anything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.